Today on Decent Exposure, we get hungry for the blues on our search for the Necronomicon. The how-tos show us how chocolate can be your ticket to a better grade. And Undercover takes us behind the scenes of how everything works inside the loading docks.
Afterward, we get kung pao by a healthy serving of chicken on Food Ventures. On Impact Point, Sam and Jordan take a look into the almost unbelievable world of extreme ironing. And finally, we find out what our good, bad, and awful foods are of the week with Torrin and Perry.
Hello, and welcome to Decent Exposure, where today we talk about zombies.
In private school.
Brains.
Hello, and as always, I am Kyle Tappa.
And I'm Caitlin Klein.
How are you doing today, Caitlin?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing pretty well. So, what is the movie you bring to us today?
My movie today is The Best and the Brightest,
Okay.
which is about this family that moves to New York, and they the parents try to find a private school for their daughter that
Okay.
starts like right away,
Yeah.
but they can't, so they come up with this whole scheme to get her into private school. And it's one of those where like, are they really? Okay, they are.
Now see, I went to private school, and it's not really that hard to get into, so I can't imagine what they had to go through to get there. But I don't know. I guess I'll have to watch it.
Yeah, it's kinda ridiculous.
Okay. So, what would you give it on
I'd
a scale?
have to give it a rent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give it once through. I'm good.
It's one of those movies that's not for everyone. Like,
Yeah, okay.
It's not
okay.
one you're gonna want to watch with your parents.
Okay.
That's for sure.
Thank you for that warning. All right. Well, my movie is it's called The Army of Darkness, and it is the third movie in the Evil Dead series. It stars Bruce Campbell. He plays a guy named Ash who time travels back to the 1300s, and while in the 1300s, he has to fight hordes of the undead and try to find a book called the Necronomicon and tries to get back home. Now, this is a wonderful movie. It's well written. It's pretty comedic at times, so it's definitely, I think it's worth a buy. You know, it's good to have on your shelf for times when you don't want to watch a scary movie, but you want to watch a comedy, you want to watch a scary movie, but you don't want to watch them separately. You got the perfect marriage with that movie. So check it out, The Army of Darkness. Music make you.
My artist is Dax Riggs, and he's got this kind of bluesy thing going on.
Nice.
But the thing about Dax is he's previously been in like all metal bands, and you can hear it in there.
Okay.
It's heavy, but it's a completely different kind of heavy.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna definitely have to check that out because I lived in Memphis for a year, so I definitely have a hunger for the blues, as they say down there. They don't actually say that down there. I just made it up, but it's okay. I'm gonna go with it from now on.
They're gonna say it from now on.
Exactly. They're gonna be like, oh, okay.
Whether they like it or not.
Exactly. They have to say it now. All right. Well, my band is a band called Three Trapped Tigers. Now, it's a group of three guys. There's a piano player, a drummer, and a guitar player who also tickles the ivories every once in a while. And they're pretty electronic, and they're just electronic, experimental kind of thing going on. It's pretty cool. It's not for everyone. It's pretty weird at times, but if you dig instrumental electronic stuff, I definitely check them out.
Unfortunately, that's all we have time for today.
But I'd like to say a big thank you to my buddy Carl Delane for providing the fat beats for today's episode. And don't forget, if you want to email us any musicians or if you want to have a movie exposed, email us at decentexposure3@gmail.com. Thanks for watching. Everyone have a good life, and you've just been exposed.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the How-To segment. This week we will be showing you how to brown nose your teacher.
If you are in desperate need of getting on your teacher's good side, you need to be the smartest student in the room.
Okay, can anyone tell me what is the resolution of...
The answer is 16K resolution.
You're right.
Teachers are well known for their appetite, so make sure you bring them food as often as possible.
Hey, Pat, guess what I got you? I know how much you love chocolate. Complimenting your teacher is another great way to get noticed and earn brownie points.
Yo, Pat, you been going to the gym again lately? Dang, you looking fit.
If you follow these tips, your teacher will be sure to pick you as their favorite, and the brown nosing will have been successful.
Hi, I'm Ryan from Uncovered, and this week we're going to step back from our traditional format of the show, and I'm going to take you on a behind-the-scenes tour of what goes on at the NWTC loading docks. The busiest part of the day is in the morning, when UPS arrives with all the packages. From there, they are unloaded from the trucks and checked in. Each package is then scanned digitally using a UPS trackpad scanner. After it is scanned by a staff member, it is closed and it tells the system that the package has successfully arrived at its destination. From there, a staff member takes it to the correct recipient inside the school. Not surprisingly, the docks aren't only used to receive goods for the school, but we can also ship them. The busy part of the year is at the beginning of each semester due to the large amount of books ordered to the school. And thanks to the staff here down at the docks, as students we have the privilege of ordering books for pickup at any NWTC regional center. These centers include Shawano, Oconto Falls, Crivets, Wasaki, Niagara, Marinette, Luxembourg, and Sturgeon Bay. The docks receive anything from smartboards to hospital beds, or chairs to books, and anything else needed for the instructors and programs here at NWTC.
Last week we asked, what's behind this door? What's behind SC 347? We find a janitor's closet. Next week, we find out what's behind the unmarked door by the SC 349-357 hallway. Is it another furnace room, a secret hallway, or an office? Check back next week to find out what's behind this door, along with another behind-the-scenes look at NWTC. This has been Uncovered.
Hi, I'm Austin.
And I'm Linda.
And welcome to this week's episode of Food Ventures. Today we're going to be talking about the Mandarin Garden, located on Oneida Street on the south side of Green Bay. And after looking over their extensive menu, I guess I would say what isn't on it. They have a large assortment of different chicken, pork, and seafood dishes with a wide variety of different rices, soups, vegetables, and even tofu.
And when I went to the restaurant, which is located right across from the Green Bay Mall, the restaurant parking lot was full, and by 11 o'clock there was a sweet aroma already in the lounge area. It was decorated really pretty, and the prices were really good for college students.
Sounds like a pretty swell place. Off the Mandarin Garden's extensive menu, we decided to try the Kung Pao chicken with a side of rice and an egg roll, and the sweet and sour pork mixed with rice, carrots, onions, peppers, and with an egg roll on the side. And these are two of their more popular dishes, so let's give them a try. This is actually really good. I would recommend anyone to go try it, and if you don't, then, well, I'll fight you. No, just kidding, but seriously, you should go down there and try it. What do you think about it?
I think it's very flavorful and tasty, and I know the price is right. For the two items, it was only about $12, so lunch is a good value, about $5.50 piece.
All right. Well, that does it for this week's episode of Food Ventures. Join us next week where we will be sampling some entrees from Fedez Bistro and Lounge. I'm Austin Deming.
And I'm Linda Gonzalez.
And this is Food Ventures.
Hey, and welcome to which is already show 4 of Impact Point with your hosts. I'm Jordan Ryan, and this is Sam Holford.
We have a great show today filled with news, gossip, and the weird. Let's get into it with all new Weekly Blitz.
All right, well, first off in Packer news, they played a defensive-filled game against the Ravens on Sunday, and they ended up winning a close game, 19-17. Eddie Lacy ran for over 100 yards, but Randall Cobb did suffer an injury during the game, and he will be out up to 6 weeks with a broken leg.
Extreme ironing! Can't get that crease right? Have you tried ironing on the side of a mountain? It's extreme! This week's wacky sport, people from all over the world iron in really unusual places. They do it from the side of buses, on the front of canoes, in caves. Steam fills the room, but they press on.
There's some big news on the dirt this week. Kendrick Perkins from the Oklahoma City Thunder was arrested on a misdemeanor assault charge after he attacked a woman outside a nightclub. He was then released on a $1,000 bond and will have to appear in court on a further date. Alright, well that's it for Impact Point this week, but tune in next week for an all-new show filled with Packer news, gossip, and whatever we think of.
And here's your Impact Point of the Week.
Welcome to The Good, the Bad, and the Awful. I'm Torin Gotterstead.
And I am Perry Lee.
Where we taste the foods that are good for you.
The ones that are bad, but taste delicious.
And the ones that are just plain awful. Today for the good, we'll be trying apples. It gives you whiter, healthier teeth, it reduces cholesterol, and get this, even reduces the risk of cancer. And now for the good.
Have an apple.
I'm always worried I'm gonna bite in this and there's just gonna be this green worm sticking out of it.
Even worse than that, half a worm.
Apples!
Good for you. Keep the doctor away. That's what they say.
Spiked! The bad.
No,
Today we'll
no. My shoe. And the bad. Pizza rolls. 200 calories a serving at 6 rolls a serving, 8 grams of fat, but you cannot deny that delicious pizza in a roll. And now for the bad.
Hot! Oh my god!
How long did you put them in for? A minute.
It was good, but it was hot. My eyes are watering. All right, time for another.
Blow on it like a little baby.
Oh!
It's like a volcano!
Oh my god.
Cheesy ass hot. Cheesy hot goodness.
Hot! Hot! And the awful. Today we'll be trying clams. Now, it only has 6 calories per serving. It's very good source of protein, and it's also very rich in minerals and vitamins.
All right.
And now for the awful.
Yeah.
No.
Harry Iron Stomach Johnson tackles another challenge this week. Will it defeat him?
Smoke. I could get oysters. Someone gets the raw oysters. That would be so sweet. Yep. That'll probably make me throw up. It's too snappy.
Raw oysters?
Yeah.
I think I'm tasting like sand in it.
Just tastes earthy.
Yeah. You can hear it. I just went. I was just like.
Yeah, that's a little crunchy. It's a little bit of sand.
Okay. You think I have enough for room for one more?
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't. I'm Torin Gotterstead.
And I am Perry Lee.
And we'll see you next week.
Puppy Mess.